In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to stream a live event on Skalooza.com. The first thing you'll need to do is download some streaming encoder software. We recommend that you get started with the Adobe Live Encoder. There's a lot of other good encoder applications out there with a lot of great features, but because Adobe Live Encoder is free, we suggest you start with that one. So just go to a search engine and type in Adobe Live Encoder. Click on the Adobe website and then click this download link. From here, you're going to need to create a free account with Adobe. It takes just a minute, and then you'll be able to come back to this page and enter in your username and password, and you'll have a link to download the Adobe Live Encoder software. Once you download that software and open it, you'll get a screen like this. From here, you just need to change a few of these settings and it'll be ready to go. The first thing on the video side to do is the format. That needs to be H.264. The frame rate we want to change to 30 frames per second. The input size will be determined by the camera that's plugged into your computer. For the maintain aspect ratio button, we want to make sure that's unchecked. Then down for the bit rate, we'll do 500. And then for the output size, we want to do 640 by 360. For the audio settings, we'll want to choose the AAC format if that's available. Sometimes it might not be available depending on the camera you're using, so you might have to use the MP3, but if AAC is available, use that. You can change the channels to stereo. For the sample rate, we'll go with 44100. And for the bit rate, we want to choose 64. The volume is something to pay attention to. You don't want to get it too high or audio will start to get distorted. So make sure you pay attention to that. The next thing we need to do is to point this video to a streaming server. And we do that here with these settings. We'll need the broadcast URL and we'll need a stream URL or a stream name. To get these two items, we'll go to Skalooza.com. You click on the school that you're going to be doing a broadcast for. If you don't see the school listed here on the home page, you can always use this search feature right on the home page to find a school. I'm going to use Cedar City High School in Utah as an example. If I go to the Cedar City page on Skalooza, on this main page, we'll see several events listed here that are up and coming. I'm going to go ahead and set up a broadcast for this first event here on this list, Cedar versus Desert Hills boys basketball. So I'll go ahead and log into Skalooza, and you can set up a free account with Skalooza and then log in. Once you're logged in, there'll be an admin button up here that you can click to get to the admin section, and depending on the privileges that your user account has, you'll have access to some utilities that you can use to manage content on the school's webpage. So we'll go down to the event manager and we'll click on this event that we want to do a broadcast for. So we're going to change this one. Scroll down to the bottom and change the no to a yes. So we will be streaming this event live through Skalooza. Once we click that, it's going to give us the broadcast URL and the stream name. The broadcast URL is specific to each school. So for Cedar City, their broadcast URL will always be the same URL. So we can copy that, come over to the Adobe Live Encoder and paste that in as the broadcast URL. And for the stream name, we get that here, and that stream name will be different for every event that is broadcast. We enter that in there. Now it's be a good point to go ahead and save these settings by saving a profile. You can do that up here at the top of the Live Encoder. Just do File, Save Profile, and give it a name. That way you can always go back to that profile if these settings get lost or you change them for some other reason. It's also a good idea to save a local copy of this broadcast to your machine that you're using to do the broadcast. So you can go ahead and check that, give this video file a name, and you can browse through here and tell it where you want to save it to on your computer. But once you've got the URL, the broadcast URL, and the stream name in, you can go ahead and connect to the Skalooza server. You'll have to get a username and a password from Skalooza to be able to do this. And I'll enter that in. And if the username and password is correct and you've got the broadcast URL and stream name correct, then you'll get this little green bar down here with the words connected. So that lets you know you're connected and you're ready to go ahead and start streaming to the website. Whenever you're ready, you can just go ahead and click start. And when you're finished, you can click stop. But since we've got started this, we would be able to go over to the Cedar City page. You'll notice that now this event has a live broadcast icon next to it. You can click on the icon or the event name. We forgot to save our changes here. So yes, going back to here, we want to say yes that we want to stream this event through Skalooza. And if we click update and refresh this page, now we'll have that icon there. We can click on that and it'll bring up a video box now, and if we push play, it should show the chair that we're broadcasting. There it is.